Yeah, I'm just, on a day like today, just so proud to be the head coach at Nebraska and proud of this team and the way they showed great response throughout the entire game all the way through the fourth quarter and found a way to win.
Amy, you were pretty emotional after that one. Just take me through your feelings after that one went final.
Yeah, players like Jazz Shelley that we spent a long time, in the recruiting process, getting to know and talking about the vision for our program and being able to talk about at some point, we're going to sell Pinnacle Bank Arena out and we're going to be playing in front of those types of crowds and doing special things with this program and elevating it. And for all of those players that had that type of vision, that type of commitment to this and belief in this, and then for us to be able to watch that come to fruition here today and to get a big win at home and to take the next steps towards becoming the best team that we're capable of becoming and showing people on the national stage that they should also be talking about Nebraska women's basketball.
Coach, can you talk about what you guys did defensively in that fourth quarter to really turn the tide in the game?
Yeah, I mean, we switched our defense up just a little bit and went to kind of a little non-traditional and I don't know, I guess people say junk defense. I don't know, diamond with a player dedicated to Caitlyn Clark and trying to slow things down just a little bit. And I thought she did a great job of continuing to move. She's so well conditioned as an athlete. She just moves so well with and without the basketball. And it takes a lot for a player like Kendall Moriarty to try to stay with her for all of that kind of movement and moving around. And I'm proud that we were able to do just enough to be able to come away with the win.
She sends that last shot up. I mean, we've seen her hit game winners and game tiers a ton. At what point did you kind of relax and
never relaxed. I never relaxed till the final buzzer went off, and we'd be foolish to do so. I thought Jazz Shelley made some really big-time plays down the stretch, just had a huge three to give us the lead, but then multiple times had to go to the free throw line and step up and knock down pressure free throws, just showed the ice in her veins to be able to do enough to be able to secure that. But anytime it's a one-possession game and you have Caitlyn Clark on your team, there is really good chance that she's going to get a great look and that they're going to keep storming back. And so just proud of our team for keeping their focus throughout the final buzzer.
When did you sense your team believed in the fourth quarter that they were gonna make the comeback, the full comeback?
Yeah, I mean, I could look in their eyes just in the timeout huddles and the focus and the way they were talking to each other and the response that they were having. And I just thought they did a great job of just staying connected and leaning into each other throughout. And when they know that they can depend on the person that's sitting to their right and sitting to their left, then I think that belief just kind of follows.
Kind of been begging your players for closer to a 40-minute game. How close were you to complete today?
Yeah, I don't know, Brent. I'll probably have to watch the game back to really put a full assessment on that. But I will say that we did a better job of finishing quarters stronger and, not giving up. At their place, we gave up a 9-0 run to start the ball game, gave up a 9-0 run to end the first half. We really talked a lot about that. We practiced the last minute of each quarter every day in our prep practice for this game and got us to a point where where I thought we did a better job of finishing quarters strong and getting off to better starts and some of those things.
What do you say to the team in the huddle going to that fourth quarter down by 14?
I really don't remember, but I think just kind of locking into what needed to happen on this possession for us to execute, just keeping them focused on one possession at a time, and talking about, the little shift that we were going to make defensively.
You
mean, Natalie Potes had a stretch where I think she made 3 straight field goals in the
Yeah.
fourth quarter to start the period for you. How important was that?
Yeah.
Because it kind of kick-started the comeback.
Just a huge stretch for a freshman in a big time moment to come out there and really spark us. I know she scored double figures. I haven't really looked and studied the box just yet, but I know she scored in double figures. Had a great stretch there. Just so proud of Natalie Potes. I thought her and Logan Nisley, both freshmen, playing a lot of minutes in that fourth quarter and stepping up and making big shots, big plays, and contributing to the win.
How much did the crowd factor into the comeback? I know that there were quite a few Iowa fans that were here today, but
Yeah.
Nebraska fans and the way that they kind of rose to the occasion late in the game.
They always do. They always do. I mean, Husker Nation, it's just so special. And to watch them, there were some roars early on a few early shots, and we kind of felt that Iowa presence, but then you just heard it. And I thought Husker Nation was amazing. They rose to the occasion. They helped us get this win.
And Coach, speaking of the crowd, I mean, you had all eyes on you guys. What's it like just to have this exposure for a women's sport, and what's it like to just be a coach in a women's sport in this day and age?
Yeah, I've been asked that a lot this week, and to be honest, every time I just have a hard time putting words to it. It's hard for me to verbalize just the emotion that's kind of struck up in me when I as a player played in some games at Devaney where there were, 400 or 500 people there. And yeah, I was fortunate. My senior night, I think there were 12,000 people there. We played in some front of some really good crowds, but to watch this just continue to rise and the way that our state has just rallied behind women's sports in general, women's basketball here today, our program, our players, of course, I feel like they're special, they're talented, they're beautiful, they're just, their stories deserve to be told, but for people to be taking notice of that and really acknowledging the level of entertainment that this is, and it's pretty fun, it's pretty exciting, and I think anybody that was in here today didn't feel cheated on that.
Did you guys talk ahead of time about Caitlyn being 39 points away from the record, and as the game wore on, did anybody on staff know where she was at in terms of that?
Nope. We didn't talk about it. We were focused on one thing and one thing only, and that was winning the ball game and finding ways to become the best version of ourselves. But we knew this was going to be a great opportunity on a big stage with a lot of eyes watching for us to do something special and for people to start talking about Nebraska women's basketball. And that was what our focus was on, and that's the only thing we talked about.